Let's take a look at an example in the editor. Let's go through the code for reading just one line from a file. Data.txt is a text file that contains sample text. Let's see if we can print just this first line to the console. We start by saving the name of the file we want to read in a variable. So we'll call that variable file name and save data.txt as our file. Next, we use the open function to open the file in read mode. The first argument is the name of the file, which we've saved in file name, and R is our second argument so that we read the file. We read one line from the file using file.readLine. We can save this line into a variable, which we'll just call line. The readLine method is going to read the contents of the file until it reaches the end of the line, including the new line character at the end. To ensure that we display the line without any extra white space, like those new line characters, we can use that strip method on the line variable. This method will remove leading and trailing white spaces, including that new line character if it's present. We then want to print this cleaned up line to display the contents. After we read that line, we want to make sure that we close the file using file.close. Let's run the code and see if it works. I need to make sure that I save my file into a variable when I open it. Now let's see if it runs. Perfect. The first line of my data.txt file is the line that's printed to the console. Now that we've read one line from the file, let's update this code to read all lines one by one using a while loop. After we read the line, we can initiate a while loop, and we can set this simply to while line. This means that the loop will continue as long as there is a line to read. When there are no more lines to read, then the loop will terminate. Inside the loop, we want to strip the white space, and then we want to print the line. After we print the line, we want to read the next line from the file because we're reading this line and our while loop is starting because of that, but after we read one line, we need to read another. So let's copy and paste this line inside our while loop. Then after the while loop finishes, we'll close our file. Let's see how this works. Perfect. All of the lines of my data.txt file are printed one by one. Great work.